See what them events are looking like. Cages. It's a 14. Alright, we got 1v1 rush. Alright, bet. Alright, let me go ahead and start working on my player. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all my main build. What's up with you? It's about to be a long grind. Starting from the beginning, I just got off my slasher. If you want to look at my slasher, you can go ahead and rewind it back and go look at them. But this is dude I'm about to be working on. I ain't started working on him just yet, but I'm about to start working on him. I ain't really been having time to play the game for real. I'm on vacation right now. But you know, a real game I always gotta bring the PlayStation with them. Make it clip for me. Alright, that's a pre-look of my build. Got some work to do. Hold on, let me go ahead drop this screen down a little bit.
Now, when you're shooting with the Pro Stick, you won't be penalized for poorly timing your release. You can even keep the stick held until the ball hits the rim if you want. But if you want to become a great shooter and know the timing of your signature jumper, you can lock in your timing and aim by either centering the Pro Stick or by tapping one of the triggers at the right moment. If you can time and aim your shots well, you'll see much more success shooting the ball. The aiming concept also applies when finishing layups. You can still hold the Pro Stick in any direction to start a layup, but just like jump shots, you'll want to quickly adjust the aim marker to hit the center of the target. You have to be quick, but if you master it, you'll have great touch around the rim and be able to finish tough shots through contact. Now, if you'd rather disable shot aiming altogether and stick to last year's controls, you can turn shot aiming off in the controller settings menu. But I'd highly recommend getting in the lab and taking the time to master Pro Stick shooting, because in the long run, you'll be able to get more.
I'll try it. I'm gonna learn it.
Let's meet the visiting team, New Orleans Pelicans. At center, and now, your Toronto Raptors.
This is it. Opening day. We are new.
Well, Kevin, even
David Aldridge, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward spot. The fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Okafor kicks to Junior. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Van Vliet wide open. Off target from three-point range.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Junior, and he hits it to tie the game up. Greg Jr., as you know, taken in this year's draft. He didn't last long on the board, and this team jumped on the chance to draft him.
But there are a lot of high upside players in the draft, but none more so than Junior. He's an athletic monster and could end up being the best player of this class.
Give me that.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh.
Drains the three-pointer.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That sends Pascal Siakam to the free throw line. That's on J.J. Redick. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won most improved player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once. I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
But Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
Gasol kicks to Boucher. And again, no good by Toronto.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Story covered by Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Okafor. J.J. Redick is out there with Junior. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that...
stolen by Kyle
Damn,
Lowry.
this is wild
And
as
here they
shit.
go.
Nigga ain't got
And that'll
no
be 2 free
badges.
throws coming up.
About Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Okafor, the pass to Redick. Yep, it counts. Redick's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
In the corner, Powell with it. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Noel. Count it. Noel's got his second basket of the night.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition on it.
To the right side. And a wide open look for Junior. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And it's clear how confident Junior is. Able to rise and fire with ease. Love it.
Inside, Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Team swap here for New Orleans. It's Boucher out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Junior. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Junior's got 6. And this the first action for Junior in the NBA. A lot, Greg, to like about the future for this young player.
All the hard work and grind that Junior's put in his whole life, it's all led to this moment. Without a doubt, this is something he'll never forget.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Stolen by VanVleet. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. And he gets it to
They're getting a lot of damn steals too, Ken.
Just a 2-point Pelican lead.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Hayes, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Shot's good by Noel.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Okafor in the corner. It's Junior. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you
They making any fucking thing.
it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Junior gets the 3-pointer to fall.
How's that late?
He's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
No denying Junior's skill set. Finds an angle he likes from the arc and drills it.
Here's Gasol, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to... And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate.